Lovely, lovely ones. Thank you so much for gathering and for connecting again. Oh my gosh. So, how do we know things are getting better? Well, we know things are getting better because actually things feel like they're getting worse. And that is the signal that everything is changing. And things can only get better if everything changes. If we stop playing in the same patterns that have bound us into that survival and struggle, hardship energy, then if we start to play out of that field, then something else can awaken, something else can come in. But while we are in this transition, it feels crazy and it feels chaotic. So that is what we're feeling. Things are feeling as if it's getting worse because actually it's getting better. So perhaps what we'll do now, every time we get a wobble or every time things seem to go crazy or we feel like we're just losing it or we're not able to keep the same level of comfort or control in our lives, that we start surrendering more, letting go, letting God, letting and allowing what is to come in to unfold into this life. Give ourselves permission to just open our hands and not be controlling, not fixing, not doing, not pursuing, not following the hardship signals, but letting go, letting go, letting go. It's such a wonderful exercise for us, and it's such a mindful place for us to be in, to allow ourselves to let go. This energy around the throat is massive at the moment, because here is the awakening of that energy. I will allow, I'll give to me, I'll nourish, I'll nurture me, I deserve, I'm allowed to, I'm willing. So the more you can say that into your field, and the more you can say it in your dialogue and the expression of yourself, the better it's going to get. I allow, I give to me, I nourish, I deserve. Bring in this beautiful energy of willingness, kindness, compassion, collaboration, connection. It is such a beautiful time for us to be able to do that. And because we're living in this world now where everyone's masked and shut down and closed up right here, isn't it incredible that this is the part that we are resisting? This can't see each other, can't feel each other's energy, we can't see each other's expression, and we are really getting fed up with it because we want to connect, but we're terrified. So this little code of, oh my gosh, something terrible might happen. Well, something terrible might happen, but does that stop us from growing? Are we just going to lock down and become terribly small and terribly terrified and fearful of every single moment and every cough and every sneeze? It's not worth it, my darlings. The life is here ahead of us and we are to live it. Whether it means that we survive it or not, it doesn't really matter. We are already beings of love and light. So just having this experience is to have the experience and to have the connections. That's what's important. Not trying to hang on to survival energy, because we're not going to survive anyway. We are all going to pass out of this form at some point. And if we're not ready to handle that, well, then we're not ready to handle life. So be willing to embrace, be willing, allow, make some time, make space, give to you. Begin to embrace this part of the throat, the chest, the openness, the connection, the connectivity, so that we can begin to establish a different frequency and we can begin to choose something different. It's probably going to get a whole lot worse because it is getting better. It is shifting us away from what we know, and our willingness to let that go is what's going to make the unfolding so much easier for all of us. So hold that in your heart and hold that in your soul, and may you feel the blessing of that as we move forward and we connect to ourselves in a whole new way, a whole new species where we're thriving and connecting and communicating with this compassion and willingness to be with each other. A whole new world. let's start doing it. We can call it in. We can call it in right here at the throat. There we go. Have a beautiful, beautiful day, and bring this exercise into your mindful practice. So much love. Namaste. Thank you for you.